Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Samuel Gelston's single pot still Irish whiskey. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Samuel Gelston's single pot still Irish whiskey. This is the second Samuel Gelston's Irish whiskey I've featured on my channel. If you want to check out a bit about the brand and that review, I'll put a link in the description. So this is a single pot still Irish whiskey, which means it has malted and unmalted barley in the mash bill. This particular one is 50% malted and 50% unmalted barley. It retails for around £24 and it's 40% ABV. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whiskey. Right, so as I'm drinking Irish whiskey, I thought I'd put it in my Túath Glass. If you've not seen one of these before, I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. Let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's a pale gold, but it's possibly got added colour. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get with this is pear drops. It's really quite nice. Not overly chemical. There's some shortbread biscuit. There's a hint of like tropical fruit, like mango or papaya. I'm getting a hint of cherry. There's even like a hint of linseed oil. I'm now getting like almond or marzipan. Really is nice. Let's move on to the palate. Right, so the first thing I get with this is nice, thick and oily mouthfeel. Really does coat the mouth well. Then there's lots of green cereal. That sort of unmalted barley is really coming through on the palate on this, which is really nice. Really is a nice flavour to have. I really do appreciate that on a whiskey. Let's have another sip. Right, so I'm starting to get some more flavours. There's orchard fruits like apples. There's some dry wood in there. And then as it starts to develop on the palate, I'm getting that linseed oil like I picked up on the nose. And there's a little bit of spice, a little bit of caramel. Really is quite nice. In terms of finish, there's a little bit of heat, a little pepper, some tropical sweetness, and some dry wood. And in terms of finish, I'd say it has a medium finishing strength. But for me, I think this could do with a little bit higher ABV. This really is like an entry level single pot still whiskey. It's been aged in ex-bourbon barrels. And at 40%, I think this is probably the only sort of entry-level 40% single pot still on the market that I'm aware of. If you know of one, let me know in the comments. I'd love to explore some more. But in terms of value, I think although this retails at £24, which is for a non-age statement single pot still, I think is fine. The fact that you can find it for around £20, you know, most of the time online, I think is very good value for, you know, a single pot still whiskey from Ireland, which is triple distilled. The ABV, I think, would just, you know, if it was 43 even, I think that would elevate this quite well. But, you know, I think it has a nice sweet and a little spicy character that has good mouthfeel. And I think it's not bad value, you know, when you can find it online at the moment for around the £20 mark. I think, yeah, I don't think it's got any real direct competition. I think there's, you know, to find another single pot still whiskey, you're looking at around the £30 mark. So yeah, I think this does stand out on its own. I think this would be a good, you know, a good introduction to single pot still whiskey for people on a budget. And yeah, I definitely will be enjoying this as the bottle goes down. It's definitely a great sipper at the start of an evening. If you like the sound of this, I'll put a link in the description so you can find out where to get it. And if it doesn't for whatever reason, I'll see you for the next one. Saunter. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.